All right, my friends. All right, my friends. So we're going to start seated today. If you have a block, you're going to slide it underneath your butt. I'm going to start you. Some of you are very comfortable in Virasana, like Jess is sitting. The block goes the long direction. I'm actually going to demo this whole thing seated in more of a meditation seat. So when you go into a meditation seat, this is good to know. You always want your hips a little higher than your knees, because at first you're like, oh, I could sit here all day. You would be dying. Right. So the idea is that the knees go down and the seat is elevated up. This Amy's block. What? Yeah, exactly. Except I can't get up when I sit like that for too long. Everything stiffens up. So you want the knees to drop down. So find something that works. Actually, the height of your block is perfect. Mm-hmm. And you want your ankles to cross. Perfect. We've arrived. We made it. We made it. Yeah, barely. I mean, I literally feel like I'm army crawling, right, to a finish line. So your hands are just resting on the tops of the thighs, shoulders drop down the back. This is hard for a lot of us that are like really jazzed up and just want to get moving. So I get it. But let the shoulders draw down the back and close your eyes for just a few breaths. And if you're unable to close your eyes, don't beat yourself up. Just pick something to focus on, a drishti point. Sit up really tall. Lengthen the side body. Let your knees drop down. Connect. Good. Blink your eyes open. So when you use the strap, what I do is I'm going to throw the strap over one of the shoulders. I'm doing opposite of you because that's just what happens. So I'm going to do the same side, but it's going to look the opposite. So throw it over your left shoulder. The right arm is going to go straight up. You're going to bend your right arm. Your left arm is going to go out. You're going to flip the palm and you're going to slide your hand up the back. And it's perfect because the strap is there. So most of us are tight in our upper bodies. If you can clasp hands, wonderful. If you can't, this is why the strap is there. I almost rather you take a looser version of this Gomukhasana arms in the beginning of the practice. So you're obviously going to revisit this. Now, the right elbow points towards the sky. So you want your elbow and the back of your arm really behind your head so your neck is neutral. So the shoulders draw down the back. Good. Side ribs long. What happens is we start to jut our chin forward or tuck our chin in. We start to jut our ribs out. You want to draw the lower belly in. And just going to hold here for a few breaths. And you'll start to feel all sorts of things, all sorts of emotions, all sorts of pins and needles and sensations. It's all part of what we're doing. Let that left shoulder continuously draw down the back and let your right elbow continuously point up towards the sky. Let go of the strap, bring the arms up towards the sky, then bring them forward and wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. Eagle the arms. Rather than yanking down, lift the elbows up. Yep. Upper thoracic, getting a gentle stretch. Don't force anything here. That's good, Joe. So if the hands don't automatically make a connection, you just kind of go with what you can do. Release, sweep the arms up, drag the hands to prayer. Just throw the strap over the other shoulder. Good. Left arm's going to go up towards the sky. What I do is I point the elbow and I kind of scoop it up so I can get that elbow behind my head. And then the right arm's going to reach back. The palm has to flip back, and then you'll slide your hand up the back or to the strap. Same order of events here. The right shoulder now is drawing down the back. The left elbow is pointing straight up towards the sky. The neck finds neutral. The side ribs lengthen. The lower belly draws in. Utilizing your breath, Ujjayi breathing. Inhale is through the nose, to the back of your throat. Exhale through the nose to the back of your throat. Couple more cycles here. This side may feel better, may feel worse. You may not notice a difference. Let go of the strap. Sweep your arms up first, then bring your arms forward. Wrap your right arm underneath your left. If you think you got it backwards, doesn't matter. Just wrap the arm that feels like it hasn't been wrapped yet. Try not to yank down. The lifting of the shoulders up, the forearms kind of blocking your view, is what's going to give you that nice stretch through the shoulder blades. Sweep your arms out and up. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Flip the palms open and press up. Yeah. Let the side ribs lengthen. Shoulders draw down the back. I mean, seriously. You got to love electronics. It's amazing. Good. Right hand claws down towards the side. Left arm reaches up. Yeah, I know, because I'm going the opposite direction. It's too hard for me. It's just too hard to do the, I just have to stay consistent with you. So I'm going the opposite direction of you. Come up to center. The other arm reaches out. Claw the mat. Stretch the side body. Lengthen. Baby fingertips towards the ground. Good. Come up to center. Kind of drop your weight forward into a tabletop position. Slide your strap and your block to the front of the mat. You'll need it in a little bit. Yep. And come into a little tabletop position. Couple cycles of cat and cows just to kind of get yourself going here. So some spinal movement. Inhale, sink the spine down and look forward. Exhale, round and look in deeply. Yeah. Sinking the spine down and looking forward. Exhale, round the spine deeply and look in. So do 2 more on your own. And then when you come to neutral, pause. Yep, walk your hands forward about 1 inch or 2, curl the toes into the mat and come onto your first downward facing dog. And it could feel slightly better just because you did a little bit of shoulder opening before you're coming here. If it doesn't, don't get worried. Spread your palms wide across the mat, thumb, baby finger, index finger, all press down into the mat. Yeah. Soft bend behind your knees if you need to. Lift your hips way up off your shoulders, spread your toes wide. Nice. And then your outer triceps grip in really firm. Your shoulders move away from your ears. And you may find this morning that you feel really stiff and tight and your legs need to be bent the entire practice. That's okay. If not, you're focusing on the center of your heel and letting it just kind of melt down towards the mat. Good. Roll forward to plank. One sweep motion. And if you need to, you may need to walk it out a little. So your shoulders stack over elbows, elbows over wrists. Your neck is nice and neutral. Your weight shifts forward. So you're all the way forward on your tippy toes this morning. Crown of the head moves forward. And then the goal here is to really lengthen your tailbone. So we try not to tuck. Look forward with your eyes. Neck is neutral. Halfway to a supported push-up or regular push-up. I don't know how your body feels. More weight forward, Chrissy. There you go. Re-straighten your arms to a plank position. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. So you guys have been practicing enough. You know how to take these push-ups. Modify if you need to. Your body may need the support this morning. Your mind may need the support, maybe not your body. Roll forward plank. Throw in a push-up here. It could be supported. It could be modified. It could be, all sorts of jazz. But supported push-up, regular push-up. And then press back up, plank position. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Look to the top of the mat. Walk your feet there. Take your time. Once you arrive, long spine on the inhale, breath. Hands can rest on your shins. If they don't quite make it to the floor this morning, don't force anything. Weight definitely stays forward, everybody. Exhale, fold into yourself. Let your head go. So do that again. Inhale, long spine. Create some space for yourself. Maybe you even need to use blocks. That's good. Exhale, fold into yourself. Let it go. Root to rise. Come all the way up. Drag the hands to prayer once you come up. Drop your arms alongside your body. So you're practicing at the top of the mat. Feet could be together, a little separated. You pick. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Dive over bent knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine on your inhale breath. You're gonna step, step to plank. Step, step softly to plank position. Halfway to a push-up chaturanga. Roll into an up dog or baby cobra if back is sensitive, it's recommended. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Arms stay very straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine weight is forward. Fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Keep moving just like this, moving and breathing. Dive over, bend knees, forward fold, let your head go. Long spine to prepare. Step, step. If you're gonna float, you land light in a low push-up chaturanga. Nice. Up dog is smooth. Press even through your hands, the tops of your feet. Hips go up and back, down dog. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top to mat. Long spine. Fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Keep moving. Dive in half. Bend your knees as you fold. Long spine to prepare. Step, step, float, skip, maybe crawl, chaturanga. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. Look where you want to go. Step or float. Long spine. Fold. Root to rise. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Keep moving. Dive over bent knees. Forward fold. Long spine to prepare yourself. Step or float through a vinyasa. Upward facing. Drag yourself through your body. Hips go up and back. Downward facing. Breathe the right leg up and back. Three-legged down dog. Lift from your inner thigh. Flex the foot. Outer triceps grip in. Everything stays very even. Point your right toes. Come forward and round your right knee in towards your forehead. Round and see if you can make a connection. Arms are straight up and down. There's a deep scooping up of your belly. Back left leg super engaged. Keep looking forward. Now look forward. Step your right foot forward and through. Crescent lunge. Rise. You got it. You may need to soften your back left knee. Hip points move forward. Arms are dynamic. Yeah, you got to kind of iron out the balance this morning. Right thigh bone dragged back into the hip socket. Wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. Eagle the arms. You got it. If it doesn't quite work this morning, just give yourself that bear hug. You got it. Step up into eagle. Do the best that you can. It's early to work on balance. I'm aware. So just do your best. Wrap the left thigh around the right thigh. Standing weight is in that standing right heel. Squeeze your arms, squeeze your legs. Cheryl, stick your butt back. There you go. So you want your butt sticking back, a natural curve around your lower spine. You got it. Fix your eyes on something that's not moving. That helps big time with the balance, especially early on here. Keep the eagle arms if you can. If you have to let it go, it's fine. But float your left leg into warrior three. Yep, warrior three. Yep, your chest has to stay higher than everything else. If you can't keep the eagle arms, you let them go and you find a position for the arms to work out in your favor. Yeah. Hands can come to prayer. Arms could be alongside your body. But if you can keep the eagle arms, that's great. Nice, Lila. Grip your right hip in. Soften behind that standing right knee a little bit. Nice, Danielle. Lift your chest, Allison, up a little higher than the rest of your body. If you still have the eagle arms, see if you can keep them. Giant step back, warrior one with eagle arms. Yep. Then unravel the arms to the sky, regular warrior one. Nice job. Take a bigger step, Alan. Steer the left ribs forward. Drop your arms alongside your body this morning. Interlace your hands. Inhale, lift the heart and chest. Exhale, come forward for a humble warrior. Stomach can rest on the top of the thigh, or you can get snuggy with yourself and you can kind of get in there. Back foot, Zoe, more forward. Keep turning it, and then you'll be able to get your right hip to come under you. Annie, turn your back toes more forward. Yep, so you're more in a you want to be in warrior one position, guys, not warrior two. Yeah, outer blade of your back left foot is really going to help you out. Clasp hands are dropping away from your lower back, ideally closer towards the base of your head. Anchor strong through your feet and your legs. Rise, warrior one, sweep your arms out and up. Nice work. Take it to the floor, plank position. When you get to plank, halfway to a push-up chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, pick your poison. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg, breathe it up and back, three-legged down dog. Try to lift from your inner thigh. Right hip hugs in. Yeah. Outer arms grip. Point your left toes. Come forward and hug your knee in towards your forehead towards your knee, like a little ball. Arms are straight up and down, back leg super engaged. Look forward with your eyes. Land your left foot forward and through. You got it. Rise, hind lunge, crescent lunge. Nice work, guys. Iron out this stance. Maybe you need to soften your back knee, hip points drag forward. You're sitting so much that your left side drags into the hip socket. Wrap your right arm underneath your left arm. Wrap your right thigh around your left thigh. Just do your best with the balance. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of working it out this morning. Standing left leg, you must bend it enough that your thigh can wrap around thigh. You got it. Steer your hips back, lift your elbows up. Weights in that standing left heel. Fix your eyes. Try to keep the eagle arms. It may or may not work for you. Warrior three, just kind of unravel that leg and find balance. Warrior three, your heart has to stay a little higher than everything else. If the arms need to unravel, they need to unravel. It's worth trying it. Steer that right thigh bone down though, from your inner thigh, from your right hip. Nice, Jess. Your heart lifting a little higher than everything else. Nice, Amy. Soften behind that standing left knee a little bit more. Step back, warrior one. Unravel your arms to the sky, secure your stance. Back foot turned almost completely forward, sitting deep into that left thigh, so your right ribs wrap forward. Drop your arms alongside your body. Interlace your hands the opposite way. Inhale, eyes of the shoulders lift. Exhale, come forward, humble warrior. Reminding you that your back right foot is almost completely turned forward, so your right ribs can take a little trip. Yeah, left hip grips in. Let your head just go. If the hands are clasped and you have the mobility in your shoulders, the goal is to let the hands drop down closer to the base of the spine. Hug your left hip in. Anchor that back right leg more. The muscles around that right quadricep squeeze tight. The breath is like overflowing here because you need it to survive in the pose. Anchor and rise. Warrior one. Sweep your arms out and up or straight up if your neighbor's nearby. Take it to the floor, plank position. Lower halfway to a chaturanga push-up. Up dog is smooth. Transitions are everything. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine. Fold. Heavy in your heels for chair. Stick your butt way back, chair pose. Okay. It's like a mashup. Press up to stand up, drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up towards the sky. Here we go, guys. Sun bees. Sit deep, chair pose. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine to prepare yourself. Step or float through a vinyasa of choice. Listen, at this point in the practice, you may say, I need to back off of something or add something more in. That's your job. Yeah. When you get to dog, the right foot lands. Some of you get a little bit more movement by lifting the leg. That's fine. Rise. Warrior one. Take it to the floor, vinyasa. The left foot lands on your breath, on your beat. We're all a little different. No one's completely in sync. So might as well just go with that. Take it to the floor, vinyasa. Adding or subtracting push-ups, back bends, etc. Up dog. Hips go up and back, down dog. We meet here always in our down dog where we breathe and hold. Anchor your hands, arms are straight. Look where you want to go. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine weight is forward. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, weight into your heels. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Heavy in your heels, sit way back, chair pose. Dive over bent knees, forward fold. Let your head go. Long spine to prepare you. Step or float, vinyasa. Up dog is smooth. Yeah. Hips go up and back, down dog. Nice, Danielle. Right foot lands, back foot turns. Rise, warrior one. Back down we go, chaturanga push-up. Skim yourself through your back bend. Good, hips go up and back, down dog. The left foot lands, the back foot turns. Rise, warrior one. To the floor you go, chaturanga push-up. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Be still in the down dog. This is where you recover. Arms stay straight. Look where you want to go. Looking good, guys. Step or float, top of mat. Long spine, weight is forward. Fold. Heavy in your heels for chair. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Arms go straight up. Chair. Sit way back. Then dive over bent knees, forward fold. Long spine, prepare. Step or float, chaturanga. Nice. That was good, Michelle. Up dog. Smooth. Hips go up and back, down dog. Right foot forward, back foot turns. Rise. Warrior one. You guys look really excited. Yeah. Chaturanga push-up. Step the left foot forward. Warrior one on the left side. Back down you go, chaturanga. Up dog is smooth. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Feet together at the back of the mat. Roll forward, lean on your right hand for a Vashisthasana side plank. Drop your bottom knee if you need to modify. Sorry, I'm like walking into people. Looks good. So the best thing to do in a Vashisthasana is side plank. In all these poses is find a pose that you know you can hold. Right. Find the alignment, find the breath, and then hold the pose. See what we're going to get next. You're still in it. Plank. Other side. Go right for it. I'm actually really enjoying this. Yeah, it's awesome. And you're feeling helpless. You're in Vashisthasana on the left side. Any variation you know you can hold. Really press down. Nice. Flex your feet strong wherever you are. Perfect. Looks great. Stay with it. Plank position, slow. Separate your feet to their hips with distance. Chaturanga push-up. Up dog, smooth, pause. Recurl the toes, rebend the elbows, chaturanga. Plank position, hips go up and back, down dog. Look where you want to go, step or float, top of mat. Long spine, weight is forward, exhale, fold, chair pose. Drag the hands to prayer, pray for yourself. Inhale, left, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hook and twist to the right. This pose is like a packing list. It's like, you know, you got socks, you got underwear, you got your running sneakers. Right. It's like, we got to get the chair and the twist. Right. And then you check it off the list. Weights in your heels. Your breath is creating a really strong support for the shape. Watch that your left knee isn't sliding past the right. You want to open up your arms, you can. If not, just stay. Chair pose. Recommit. Drag it to prayer. Inhale the breath, hook and twist opposite direction. So if lower back is feeling sensitive this morning, don't hook it. Just kind of air twist it. Watch your right knee though. The right knee can't slide past the left. It's got to stay aligned. Weights in your heels, looking sideways, looking up. Try not to look back. Good. If you want to open up your arms here, you can. A little more breath and a little less thinking. Chair, pull it around. Weights in your heels. There you go. Shoot up to stand up. Drag it to prayer. Drop your arms. Good work, guys. Take your straps, pivot your body and face towards the mirrored wall. So we're going to go to the left and you're going to go to the center of your mats. So go to the center of your mats and turn yourself towards the mirrors. So my zoomers, just turn and face to the left. You got it. Go to the center of your mat. Throw your strap over your right shoulder. Yep, your right shoulder. Take about a 3-foot stand step. Yep. So we're going to set up the arms first. Your left arm's going to go up towards the sky. You're going to bend your left arm. Your right arm's going to flip behind your back and you're going to slide your hand. You're going to see if you can get the strap. So maybe the strap should have gone over the other shoulder. Sorry. Strap should have gone over the left shoulder. Yeah. My bad. Yep. Perfect. So the left elbow's pointing towards the sky. You got it. The right arm is up the back. You've got Gomukhasana arms. You're going to turn your heels in and your toes out. Yep. You're going to keep your elbows and your arms like this. So we take a much bigger step. We're going into goddess. You're going to drop down. Lengthen your tailbone. Elbow up. Perfect. Lengthen your tailbone. Fix your eyes. Maybe even close your eyes and breathe. Right shoulder has to slide down the back. Left elbow's got to point up towards the sky. Weight's got to stay back in your heels. Inner thighs continue to roll open. Yeah, so this is an external rotation. Sit deeper. Press up to stand up. Good. Drop the strap. Drop your arms. Open your arms straight out. Turn your right toes forward and your left toes in. Yep. You're setting up now for triangle. Lengthen and pick your distance for triangle pose. Triangle pose. Yes. You won't need the strap till you do the other side. So if you want to drop it so it doesn't choke you, yeah, you can do that. Perfect. Yeah, you're good. Using a block to the outside of that right calf, pulling up anywhere on that quadrant, on that shin. Yes, leaning back a little bit. See what happened to our music. Stay with it. Look down, float to an Arta, half moon. Use your block. Bring it out in front of you. Left hand can come to hip. Yeah. Soften behind that standing right leg and float up. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Bend at your left knee crease if you want more. And reach the foot. If it's not in the cards for you today, just keep it basic. Just keep it basic in this basic pose. Not so basic, but you know what I mean. You don't have to add. Wow, good job. Regular half moon. Lighten your low, giant step back, warrior two. Warrior left toes, spin a little on an angle forward. Arms spread open nice and wide. Lengthen your tailbone, soften your shoulders, close your eyes. How can you let go in this pose? It's possible. It is. A little bit more love to your back left arm. You got it. Flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Side body gets nice and long, nice and open. Come back to warrior two and let's find B variation of extended side angle. The right arm down to the instep of the foot, your right arm on the top of your thigh. Your hand can rest on a block. So that left shoulder is nice and open. If you want to wrap it behind your back, you can. You can also go into a full bind. Yeah, you could do this modified with your arm on the top of your thigh and rest your left, wrap your left arm behind your back as well. Use the back of your right arm to kind of caddy in there. Yeah, so the shoulder slides down the back so it doesn't roll forward. So Alan, bring your block way forward and place it to the instep of the foot. The instep of your foot. That's the inside of your foot. There you go. More. Keep bringing it back. More. There you go. Lean back a little bit, guys. Turn. Right hip grips under, bottom ribs turn open. Three more breaths. Nothing lasts forever, even when it's a good thing. Warrior two, pull it up. Woohoo! Circle it to the floor. Take a vinyasa, make it feel good for you. Nice and open. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Okay, let's walk our hands and our feet together to the center of the mat. So just kind of walk so you meet the center of come halfway up, come the rest of the way up. Grab your strap on the way up, throw it over your right shoulder. We'll get the right side. We'll get it set up. Pivot this way, this time to the right. Yeah. Perfect. Take about a 3-foot stance step first, okay? Maybe a little wider if you're taller. Right arm straight up towards the sky. Bend your right elbow. Reach the left arm behind your back. Flip the palm and then work your hands up your back for Gomukhasana. The right elbow up. You got it. Good. So first get the arms set. Then turn your toes out and your heels in. Keeping the arms bound up like this, sit deep into a it's almost like a squat. Goddess pose. Wrap the inner thighs open, lengthen the tailbone. Stick your butt out a little. There you go. Yeah, so you want to lengthen, not tuck. There's kind of a fine line with that. Close your eyes and breathe. If you feel like your stance isn't wide enough, take a bigger step. You got it. Yes, nice, Amy. Drop down. Lift the torso up and breathe. Wrap the inner thighs open. Weight should be a little bit more in your heels. Stay with it. A few more. Press up to stand up. Drop the strap. Leave it behind. Open your arms. Pivot your left toes out, your right toes in on an angle. Pick your distance for triangle. The left leg is forward. Triangle, Trikonasana. Yep. Using a block, your hand anywhere across the front of your shin. Side ribs nice and long. Yeah, you want the sensation that you're leaning back a little bit, you're not going into your low back. There's a big difference. Yeah, crown of the head is moving forward. Side ribs are long. Your arms are really active. Your feet are pressing firm. A high setting, but that's just personal preference. And I like it a little over to the left. So enough forward that your side body can be really long. Right hand can start on hip and then right arm extends up towards the sky depending on your balance. Yeah. Flex your right toe strong. Add in a little bind if you feel like that's appropriate in your body. If you did it on the other side, try to be consistent. Nice, Apu. Kick, yep. Kick the foot behind you to get the true back bend. A little lighter with your breath, a little lighter with your thoughts, a little lighter in the pose. Regular Ardha. Soften the load. Warrior two, step back. Warrior two, take a moment, gather yourself. Make sure your left foot is forward, your right foot turns in on an angle, your heel to arch. You got it. Spread open and then settle in here. Lengthen your tailbones. You've already been in kind of a version of this. So this should feel a little bit more comfortable in your body, hopefully. Breathe your collarbone and your chest open. Soften the shoulders down the back and settle in here. So you anchor from the ground up always. So when I think of my body in a pose, I kind of almost do a little scan. I start with the feet and I kind of work my way up to the top of my head. Wrap that inner left thigh open, sit a little deeper, flip the palm, reverse the warrior. Come back to warrior two and find your version of a B variation of extended side angle. So it can be modified with your arm on the top of your thigh. You can caddy your hand on a block to the instep of the foot. Let's go inside a foot though. Soften the left shoulder if you're just in the modified version. That's good, Lila. And then go ahead and add in your half bind, a full bind, or no bind. There's a little bit of a leaning back going on. You got it. So the crown of the head lines up with that front foot. Grip your left hip under and turn your bottom ribs. Press stronger through your feet, through your legs. Warrior two, pull it up. Vinyasa, roll it out. Chaturanga, push up. Smooth transition through a nice big up dog. Hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Look where you want to go. Step or float to the top of the mat. Long spine, weight is forward. Exhale, fold. Root to rise, come all the way up. Drag it to prayer, drop your arms. Standing on your right leg, cross your left ankle over the top of the right thigh. So this is all coming together kind of in these next couple poses. So ankle to knee pose. So I want you to bring your arms up to start and then sit like you're sitting in a big chair. And you may notice that your foot kind of slides off the thigh. I know for myself, I need to kind of use my hands to make sure it stays in place. Stick the butt way out. Yeah, couple options. I'm going to give you a kind of a little bit of a free-for-all here. You can take this more traditional. Hands can come down and rest on the floor on blocks. You can caddy the back of your triceps to the front of the shin, okay? You can wrap your left arm underneath your right arm. You could eagle the arms and caddy those elbows to the front of the shin. Last option, this may be for some of you that are feeling different. We'll do two more options. You go into the arm balance, number one. Number two, you could go into a little twist. So in the twist, your left elbow will hook to the instep of your left foot. Your hands will come in prayer. You'll look sideways and you'll twist to the right. You may like this one. Yep. You could use your left hand on a block and your right arm can open. You can place the block, kind of line it up so you can caddy the back of your elbow to the instep of that foot. And that's going to give you kind of a ankle to knee with a twist. So there's a bunch of different variations happening here. You can be in its most basic form, ankle to knee pose, and really make sure you're steering your hips back. Good work. Come around to center. Don't let your left leg touch. You're going to come up nice and slow. Draw your left knee towards your navel at a 90-degree angle. Arms are straight up towards the sky. You're on your right leg. Your left leg is bent in half at a 90-degree angle. Some of you worked your way to the middle of your mat. So you're going to take a giant step back and arrive in a crescent lunge. And that may be requiring you to make a little finagle on your mat here. Crescent lunge, right leg is forward, left leg is back. Perfect. You're doing great. Drag the hands to prayer. Lean way out, hook the elbow, and now twist, same direction. Yep, you could drop your back knee if you need to. If this is too much, you got it. You got to get in there. Some of you are starting to look happier. Yeah, slowly, because you know you're nearing the end. It's like, once you know I call half pigeon, you're like, I made it. I survived. I survived this ordeal. Point your elbow up towards the sky. Breathe yourself open. The truth is that you don't always enjoy everything that you do, right? So you just kind of breathe through it, open through it, move through it, and find the enjoyment when you can. 2 more breaths. Hands to frame your front foot. Step to the top of the mat. Feet hips width distance. Hook the big toes. Long spine on the inhale. Exhale, fold into yourself. Let it go. Open the elbows. Drape yourself over your legs. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Anyone going to Citi Field? Yes. My sister just told me she has a ticket and she wants me to take her. So then I said, what about my husband? She's like, he can get a single seat. He's the only person I know in the world who would actually enjoy that. Yeah. Good. Let go of your hands, hands to your hips, come halfway up, come the rest of the way up. Stand. Okay. So just stand for a second, feel what you've done so far. We're going to do the other side and you're going to love it. Okay. And then Christy's going to be really happy when I yell half pigeon. Cross the left ankle, the right ankle over the left thigh. The right ankle, you're going to stand on your left leg. Okay. Everyone on their left leg, make the shape. Bring your arms up and start to sit back. So guys, I need to actually physically use my hand to get myself in this pose. So I come down, use your thumb and press yourself back. Then decide what you want to do. You can wrap your elbows, you can get down. This is a great way to take it. The back of your elbows with your eagle arms. You could use blocks and be a little bit more just like here I am. You can bring your hands to prayer and you can twist. So your right elbow will go to the instep of that foot. Any of these options, it's good to kind of play around in the pose and not always do the same thing. Use the blocks, place them higher, hon. Don't suffer. You watching the morning show? What's happening? Why is Max home? Max, you're famous. You're on YouTube. Keep steering your hips back, guys. If you're gonna fly, fly. Nice, Danielle. You got it. 3 more breaths. Nice, Amy. Nice, Jess. Good job, guys. Okay, so to come out, you're gonna come out really, really slow. Don't let your foot touch. So bring your hands to your hips, come up standing, you're on your left leg. The right leg, drag it up, flex the foot really strong, then bring your arms up. So like get yourself solid and straight. Then take a giant step back, crescent lunge. You're on the left leg. So the left leg is forward, the right leg is back. You got it. You're high on the ball of your back foot. Drag the hands to prayer. Inhale that breath, lean way out first, hook and twist. And if you get here and you're like, I feel like toast, like my body just feels like it can't support itself, drop your back knee. Alan, drop your back knee. Yeah. Hook in there and get in there. Twist open. There's a little bit of a lean back action. Crown of the head lines up with that back foot. Open up your arms if you want more, or just stay. Two more. Hands to frame your front foot. Plank position. Halfway to a push-up. All the way to your bellies. Yeah. Right arm, left arm forward, right leg, kick it up towards your butt. Left arm forward, right leg. Right hand, right foot. This is a single leg. This is a single leg half floor bow. Yes. So grab your right hand around the outside of your right foot or ankle. Reach your left arm forward, turn your palm so it's open. Now, you're going to reach your left arm and your left leg up off the floor, like a full like locust pose. And then your right leg's going to kick into the bow. Neck is neutral. So if you're looking at yourself, look down, kick up, kick back. Nice. Release. Take the other side. Right arm forward, right toes points, left hand reaches back. I grab the outside, but you're welcome to grab the inside. Either way works great. Yeah. Start by reaching your right arm and your right leg in opposite directions. Then kick your left foot away from the mat. Try not to kick it out. Try to kick it behind you. Don't get worried if you're literally lifting like nothing up off the ground. You're still creating the shape. That's me in this pose. I lift like nothing off the ground. That's okay. That's fine. We're a lot alike. Kick in opposite directions. Kick the left leg up. Two more. Release. Sphinx pose. I've taught you this one before. It's like you're watching TV. Your forearms are out in front of you. This is a good one, Jody. This is like, you don't have to do much. Yes. Your arms are a little further out in front of you, though. Your palms spread wide across the mat. It's a very mild back bend. Yes. You want to feel like you're dragging the mat towards you so you get this openness of the chest. The feet are about hips width distance. Tops of the feet pressed down. Neck is neutral. That's it. Keep the forearms like this. Curl the toes into the mat. Lift the kneecaps up. Forearm plank. It's almost over. Forearm plank. Wrap the sides of your elbows in. Forearm plank. Neck is neutral. Gaze to the front skinny edge of the mat. Forearm plank. One hand at a time, plank. Stay with it, guys. Plank. Hips up and back down, dog. Here we go. Right side, half pigeon. Oh my goodness. Half pigeon, right side. If there's something else that feels better in your body, like going onto your back and doing ankle to knee, we've done a bunch of hip opening. We've done a bunch of shoulder opening. It's kind of a cool class in the sense that you got a little bit of both of that. Yep, go make the money. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, heavy yoga practice is not good for working. Like it's not, it really doesn't work well. Yeah, everyone needs to retire. Yeah. Just melt. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? One day. Melt into your half pigeon. See ya. Bye. Whatever you're feeling, let it go. Switch left side. From your down dog, just switch sides. Good. Come up nice and slow. Lean onto your left side. Swing your right leg around. So use the strap one more time. You're going to lay on your back. Set your feet up onto the blocks for bridge. But before you lay down, yeah, take the strap around the base of the ankles. Yeah. Make sure when you lay down that your fingertips still skip. So go from the front of your ankles, take the strap around the front of your ankles and make sure that your fingertips still skim across the back sides of the blocks. So you're not super far. And then lay down. Yeah. If you feel like you're not close enough, lift your butt up and just kind of scooch a little more forward. Yeah, so the feet are like railroad tracks. They're on the blocks. The strap is over the front of the ankles and you're pulling as close to giving her as much slack as you can. Yep. And then on the inhale breath, take a big breath in. On an exhale, you're going to lift up. So now when you lift up into bridge pose using the strap, you're going to pull on that strap. Yeah, if you want to gather it together in the center, kind of like a golf or a tennis grip, you could do it that way. So it kind of comes together and you can have one grip. Yeah, but your arms are straight. You got it. Or you can have it separated by just holding on to each side. Either way, underneath you. You need to go get a lot closer, a lot more slack. There you go. So you get the back bend. So when you pull on the strap, pull, get the shoulder blades to kind of tuck under the back and then lift from the tailbone to the backs of the knees. Good. Exhale the breath, let it go. So if you enjoyed that, you'll do it one more time. A lot of you probably are very open and ready to go into a full wheel. I know it's not for me either anymore. So just repeat, take advantage of the strap. If you feel like you want to pop up into a full wheel, yep. Lift up, flip the palms and go up. This time you wouldn't use the strap. So yeah, go for it. Either which way is great. Wrap the inner thighs forward and under. Lengthen the tailbone. Exhale the breath lower down. When you hit the floor, hug your knees to your chest. Yeah. Happy baby. Grab the outsides of your feet. Pull your knees down around your rib cage. Good work, guys. Let that all go. Extend the legs forward and set up for Shavasana. If there's any last few minutes that you need to, a last little bit that you need to do, of course, do it. But I think we've done it all. And if you could find complete rest right now, that is truly the gift. You could use the blocks under your thighs. Yeah. Complete rest. Turn your palms open. Let your feet flop apart. Fill up a big breath in. Exhale, loud breath out. Arms reach up over the top of your head, full stretch. Okay. It's all good. I'm in your way. Hug your knees to your chest. Give them a big squeeze in. You could stay down too. Rock up, and we've come full circle. So you'll start the way you finish. Don't worry, we're not going to open up the shoulders anymore. Yep. Just have your butt directly on the mat. Sit up really tall. And just feel. Feel the effects of this morning's practice on you. Constantly changing and evolving. Hands to prayer, bow your head, have some gratitude. Lift your head, open your eyes. Big namaste, go out there. Enjoy the day. Hydrate yourself. I am here Friday, and then you won't see me till July 12th. I believe it's July 12th. Yes.